Soldiers in Guyana are getting bonus of a month's pay this year. President Irfan Ali, who is the country's commander-in-chief, also announced that government would provide free steel and cement to officers of the Guyana Defense Force who were allocated the lands. He told soldiers at Camp Iyangana, Georgetown, that his administration wanted them to own their own homes and is keen on making it easier for them to get loans in pursuit of that. The government has negotiated with 3 commercial banks and the New Building Society to allow soldiers to repay loans at an interest rate of 3.5% or 3.75%, depending on that loan amount.
Before the end of this year, we wanted all of you who have your own land to be signed up with the banks and sign up under the Home Support Program. We will help you with the design, the plans for your home, free of cost. You will get the cement and the steel for the foundation, and you and the banks will approve your loan right here. So in the new year, you can move to home ownership.
Now, President Ali reminded folks that the Guyana Defense Force represents democracy, rule of law, and the collective vision of one Guyana.
We are working together to ensure that you demonstrate to this nation that your primary objective is not only a safe, secure, and democratic Guyana, but your primary objective is to see the upliftment of all of Guyana and the upliftment of your own lives and that of your families.
Well, switching gears now, Southwest Airlines has already canceled more than 3,000 flights today and over 1,000 for tomorrow. The company issued an apology to thousands of affected travelers and announced it will reduce flights as it tries to get its systems back on track by hopefully, they say, next week. President Biden tweeted on Tuesday that his administration is, quote, working to ensure airlines are held accountable. Jared Hill reports.
Post-Christmas chaos at the nation's airports after Southwest Airlines canceled more than 60% of its flights for the second day in a row, stranding thousands of frustrated flyers.
It's just unacceptable. Everybody knows that during the holidays there's going to be some delays, but just outright cancellations is just not okay.
With more cancellations today, some travelers looked for other ways to reach their destinations.
We tried to get a train and the train was booked, and then we tried to get a Greyhound bus and that was booked. So we've got a rental car.
In a statement, Southwest offered, quote, heartfelt apologies and said, we were fully staffed and prepared for the approaching holiday weekend when the severe weather swept across the continent.
Our plan for the next few days is to fly a reduced schedule and reposition our people and planes, and we're making headway, and we're optimistic to be back on track before next week.
Southwest Airlines CEO Bob Jordan issued that video statement saying the company is processing refunds. He also said he's been in touch with the Transportation Secretary, Pete Buttigieg. The secretary told CBS News the situation is unacceptable.
Well, I want passengers to know that this department has their back, that we are going to be holding the airline accountable for the way that they are treating passengers.
The Senate Commerce Committee says it will probe the causes of the disruption and the impact on consumers.
Excuse me. I'm so sorry. You're going to have to cut that out. I couldn't hold it in. Okay. In the meantime, over the holiday season, we tend to overindulge, which can lead to feelings of fullness and bloating. And if you're not feeling like your usual self, you're definitely not alone. Today, Mandy Gaither has a few ways to help with that post-holiday bloat.
You may not normally indulge yourself, but the holiday candy, cookies, and other confections are hard to resist this time of year, and it can leave your belly a little out of sorts.
All of these foods, for the most part, can cause inflammation in the body.
If you overdid it over the holidays, get back on track now. Start by cutting out those fatty, sugary foods today.
That might start to make you feel better, and just get back on, your healthy eating schedule, whether you're tracking your calories, you're tracking your macronutrients, or you're just being aware of the foods that you're eating.
Wellness coach Joey Thurman says to focus on lean protein, fruits and veggies, as well as healthy fats, and focus on hydration.
Water is going to hydrate our cells. In particular, I think people forget about having water that has electrolytes in it, sodium, potassium, magnesium, and those are very important.
Thurman says movement is also important to help with that bloat, whether it's walking, stretching, or traditional yoga poses.
You're getting your blood to your muscle tissues. That's going to deliver nutrients to that. That's also going to help your digestive system. It's a prokinetic, so help digesting that food and helping push that through.
Thurman says to be especially mindful of how you eat, slow down and enjoy each bite, and you may find you'll eat less.